One of the worst-kept secrets in the NBA right now is that Giannis Antetokounmpo has been battling through a nightmare injury-plagued 2025-26 season, and the Milwaukee Bucks are paying a heavy price for it. We're in early April, the regular season is basically done, and the Bucks are sitting at around 30-46, already eliminated from playoff contention for the first time in a decade. That's a brutal drop for a franchise that made the playoffs every year since Giannis became the face of the team. Giannis has only suited up for 36 games this year. He's been in and out with recurring calf strains, groin issues, ankle sprains, and now a left knee hyperextension with a bone bruise that has kept him sidelined since mid-March. The team wants him to shut it down for the rest of the year to protect his long-term health. But reports say Giannis himself wants to keep playing. That's the level of competitor he is. When Giannis is actually on the floor, though, the numbers don't lie. He's averaging 27.6 points, 9.8 rebounds, and 5.4 assists per game while shooting a ridiculous 62.4% from the field. So those are still superstar numbers, elite efficiency, monster production in limited minutes. The Bucks are a noticeably better team with him out there. Their net rating improves. Opponents have to load up on him. And he still impacts winning on both ends, even on nights when his jump shot isn't falling. This is the same guy who carried Milwaukee to a championship in 2021, the two-time MVP, Defensive Player of the Year. The Greek freak who turned a small-market team into contenders. But here's the frustrating reality everyone keeps talking about. The supporting cast just hasn't stepped up consistently. The chemistry has been off for stretches. We've heard Giannis call out selfish play, guys trying to hero ball their way out of deficits instead of trusting the system. So the front office has made moves, brought in new pieces, changed coaches, but the results haven't matched the expectations or the money spent. Without Giannis for big chunks of the season, especially those long calf absences, the Bucks looked lost. They couldn't string wins together, and now they're staring at a lottery pick instead of playoff basketball. Let's be honest for a minute. This has been one of the most disappointing seasons in recent Bucks history. Giannis is 31 now. The injuries are piling up. Calf, knee, ankle, groin, and it's fair to ask if his body is starting to break down after years of playing through contact and carrying a heavy load. People are whispering about the end of the Giannis era in Milwaukee. Trade rumors have been everywhere. Teams like the Knicks, Cavs, Rockets, and Magic are already being mentioned as potential suitors if things fall apart this offseason. The owner basically said it. Giannis is either signing an extension or he's getting traded. They don't want him playing out the final year of his deal in limbo. I get why some fans and analysts are panicking. The window feels like it's closing. The Bucks haven't built a true super team around him the way other contenders have. The supporting pieces haven't delivered the same punch. And now with the team missing the playoffs, the pressure is mounting on everybody. Front office, coaching staff, and the roster. But let me push back hard on the idea that Giannis is the problem here. He's not. He's still the solution. This is the guy who stayed loyal when he could have demanded a trade years ago. He bought into Milwaukee when the city needed someone to believe in. He led them to their first title in 50 years and turned Fear the Deer into a real movement. At his best, and we've seen multiple stretches this season where he still looks like prime. 2020-21 Giannis, he's basically unguardable. He attacks the rim like a damn freight train, finishes through contact at an insane rate, protects the paint like a one-man wall, and affects the game on defense even when he's not at 100%. His motor never stops. His leadership is still there night after night. The advanced numbers back it up too. Lineups with Giannis on the court still outscore opponents by solid margins when he's healthy. His efficiency is elite. His usage and impact are massive. Even in a down team season, he's putting up numbers that most players would kill for in their prime. The Bucks are 17-19 in games he's played, and much worse without him. That tells you everything about how much he still moves the needle. Yeah, the injuries have been brutal this year. More missed games than ever before in his career. Yeah, the team record is ugly, and the playoff drought is painful. Yeah, there are real questions about roster construction and whether the current supporting cast can actually help him win another ring. But don't buy the narrative that Giannis has suddenly declined or that his era is finished. He's still one of the most dominant physical forces in the league. When he's right, he changes games single-handedly. We've seen it over and over. The real issues go deeper. The Bucks need to figure out how to build a better, more reliable roster around him. One that can handle the load when he's not playing 40 minutes every night and can actually create spacing and secondary creation. They need to manage his minutes and his body smarter going forward. And Giannis himself has to stay as healthy as possible if they want any shot at competing at a high level again. Look, Giannis has said repeatedly that he's committed to the Bucks as of right now. He loves the city, the fans, the organization. He likes the challenge and the pressure. But this offseason is going to be massive. Either they extend him and commit to retooling aggressively around him, or they trade him and start over. There's no middle ground, according to the owner. I'm still riding with Giannis. This man has earned that loyalty. He's overcome more than most players ever will, coming from nothing in Greece, building himself into a global superstar through pure work ethic and willpower. We've seen him silence doubters before, and I wouldn't bet against him doing it again. The knee needs to heal properly. The supporting cast needs to show real hunger and buy-in. The front office needs to make smart, decisive moves this summer instead of more half measures. But at the end of the day, when Giannis Antetokounmpo is healthy and locked in, he's still a problem for the entire NBA. He's still the Greek freak. This season has been a tough chapter full of injuries and frustration. But it doesn't erase everything he's done or everything he's still capable of. This isn't the end of the Giannis era in Milwaukee. Not yet. It's just another test, another moment where the world doubts him and the team around him. And he gets to remind everyone exactly why he's one of the best to ever do it. What do you think? Is the Giannis window still open in Milwaukee, or is it time for the Bucks to blow it up and move on? Drop your honest take in the comments. If you're still all in on the Greek freak no matter what, smash that like button. Subscribe for more straight talk on the NBA's biggest stars, biggest questions, and biggest what-ifs. I'll catch you in the next one.